Alright, we are back, and for those who are just now tuning in, we picked up the vampire Serena back in... Ooh, let me see, what was the place called? Dim Hollow Crypt. We actually found her, and that she has been trapped inside of there for well over a century. If I had to even guess, I want to say probably close to a millennium. That's about 2,000 years. Because she was sleeping prior to the Empire actually forming. So that's quite a ways and quite a long time to be asleep. Anyway, we are going to travel to Castle Volkihar. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. That is where her home is. So we can actually, I guess, I'm assuming this is where the vampires stay. And we're going to actually see their side of the story. Or at least why they're here and why the attacks have been more frequent as of late. Another thing is I did change EMBs. So the EMB I'm using is, I think, called Terra Chroma or something like that. And I tested it to make sure that it actually does work with the Tsukiyomi, because the last EMB I used did not work well with Tsukiyomi. I do not like the way the snow looks. I'm actually get some modded snow because that looked extremely fake as fuck. But yeah, I switched over back to that EMB. I used it before in the early playthroughs, but this was back when I had War Zones, and War Zones plus the EMB caused a lot of issues. So it's definitely something I didn't want to keep because I thought it was one of the main offenders. But
hey, so before we go in there, I think so. And thanks for asking. I wanted to thank you for getting me this far, but after we get in there, I'm going to go my own way for a while. I think. I know your friends would probably want to kill everything in here. I'm hoping you can show some more control than that. Once we're inside, just keep quiet for a bit. Let me take the lead.
you know, that's a fair assumption. I mean, technically we're still working with the Dawnguard. We really haven't even decided to work with the Dawnguard. We were just sent there to investigate what's happening, and so far we found an ancient vampire that's been asleep. So I think it's a pretty fair ordeal to kind of hear them out. Granted, we can kill just about anything that dares crosses us in terms of vampire, so.
Lord Harkon's a great man. Best show him the proper respect.
You know what? I have no problem showing respect. As long as you don't try and kill me.
How dare you trespass here? Wait, Serana? Is that truly you? I cannot believe my eyes.
Oh. Go ahead and do a quick save here. I'll explain a little bit more about something once this whole thing goes over.
Serana has returned.
I guess I'm expected.
I can't believe it.
My long-lost daughter returns at last.
No, it's your daughter.
I
Okay.
trust you have my Elder Scroll.
After all these years, that's the first thing you ask me? Yes, I have the scroll.
Of course,
She has the
I'm
scroll.
delighted to see you, my daughter. Must I really say the words aloud? Ah, if only your traitor mother were here. I would let her watch this reunion before putting her head on a spike. Now tell me, who is this stranger you have brought into our hall?
This is my savior, the one who freed me.
Oh, I'm a lot more than that, but we'll go with Savior for now.
I need to speak to you, stranger. Now, for my daughter's safe return, you have my gratitude. Tell me, what is your name?
Hitomi Uchiha, but
I am Harkon, Lord of this court. By now, my daughter would have told you what we are.
you're a reclusive cannibal cult. I really don't care what you are.
Perhaps you should. I count some of the oldest and most powerful vampires in Skyrim among the members of my court. For centuries we lived here, far from the cares of the world. All that ended when my wife betrayed me and stole away that which I valued most. You have done me a great service, and now you must be rewarded. There is but one gift I can give that is equal in value to the Elder Scroll and my daughter. I offer you my blood. Take it and you will walk as a lion among sheep. Men will tremble at your approach, and you will never fear death again. Then you will be prey, like all mortals. I will spare your life this once, but you will be banished from this hall. Perhaps you still need convincing. Behold the power!
So that's the power of the vampire lords, huh? I'm pretty sure my power trumps yours, but I am interested. I could always use more power.
This is the power that I offer. Now, make your choice.
You know what? Let's do it. I think we're gonna become a vampire. I've never actually played a vampire before in either Oblivion or in Skyrim. I think it should be interesting.
Be still.
Motherfucker! I don't like getting bit though.
Awake at last. Good. The power is growing within you, and now you must learn to wield it. With my guidance, you will become a deadly instrument, striking terror into the hearts of mortals wherever you tread. Now listen to my words, and do as I instruct. The true power of the ancient blood is found in the form of the Vampire Lord. Assume the mantle of the Vampire Lord, and we will continue.
Use your Vampire Lord power. Okay. I believe I can do that. Okay, so sorry about the little, the cut there. I wanted to do something that was in the mod configuration menu. I'll have to mess with it a little more later. But transforming into the vampire gave us 4 new powers. Essentially, vampires are night slash vampiric vision, which essentially gives us night vision. Peristare, Sag, you, and Nair. I'm gonna get so much flack for pronouncing that wrong. Anyway, essentially what this does is allows you to turn a feeding victim into a vampire ally, excuse me. So essentially anyone that you can feed upon, instead of feeding upon them, you can essentially turn them into a vampire follower. And then vampire servant, which lets you raise the dead. What we need to do here is the vampire lord, which gives us the same transformation as Harkin here.
Transform into the Vampire Lord. In this form, you can drain the life from your foes with your right hand. With your left hand, you can wield the power of blood magic to raise the dead.
Okay.
You can also call upon the powers of night to turn into a swarm of bats and reappear some distance away. Should you of Magicka, you can descend to the ground and fight as the beasts do. Do so now, and we will continue.
Okay, so when you're on the ground, this is melee mode. This is magic mode.
Cease your flight, and good. You are weaker while on the ground, as you cannot access the blood magic. However, the night powers are still yours to command, and your claws are still formidable weapons. Over time, your powers will grow in strength, and you will find new ways to use your gifts.
Press B to view the Vampire Lord perk tree. Okay, so essentially like the werewolves, they have their own separate perk tree. I guess the more you use Vampire Lord powers, the more you level up. You get perk points, and you can add them onto your overall perk tree here. Alright, so what's next?
There is much to learn, but if you master the powers of the Vampire Lord, few enemies will be able to stand against you.
Select powers from your favorites menu. Okay. Oops. Wait, so...
There is
Okay, here we go. Vampiric, night vision, bats.
one last thing.
Holy shit.
Your life drain grants you new night powers and blood magic. I keep a stable of thralls in the castle should you need, like the baser vampires, to stave off the sun. That is all I have to teach you. If you wish to be reminded of these lessons, you need only ask. I have a task that will test your new powers. But first, do you have any questions?
What must I know about being a vampire?
As a vampire, you will gain new powers, but also a weakness to sunlight. With each passing day that you do not feed, that weakness will become more deadly, but your powers will also become stronger. Feed upon those who are sleeping, and your vulnerability to sunlight will diminish along with your powers. Remember, you are no... You're a vampire. You are something far...
Yeah, see, that's the only problem I think of being a vampire during this playthrough. Is... I'm gonna have to try and find a way to balance out being in the sun. Although since I'm doing this last, it won't be as much of a problem. But I don't know. I could use the Better Vampires mod and make myself not vulnerable to the sunlight. But I think that kind of defeats a little bit of the purpose of being a vampire. Although I guess you can also say I could be a daywalker, kind of like a blade type thing. But I don't know. It's definitely something to look into. Like it says here, vampire fire weakness when outside during the day. See, right now I can have it where it takes over my overall stamina and health regen and magic regen. Like I don't regenerate magic, but I don't know. I think probably to keep it balanced, if I do decide to do damage overall health, I'll keep health regen, stamina, and magic regen on, and movement speed. And stuff like that. I'll have myself severely weakened, not by health, but by everything else. I may do that, depending. We'll test it out and see how it works. But anyway, Lord Harkin has the task for us, so let's see what he wants.
Good. Go and speak to Garen Marethi. Tell him it is time. He will understand.
I've already transformed back game, but alright. So now we have the powers of a vampire lord. Should definitely be interesting. I'll go ahead and... I guess I really don't need the pair stare, honestly, because I have the Koto Matsukami, which is almost the same thing, except it doesn't turn him into a vampire. Although I am curious, will my allies that I have now...
Of the ancient blood in your veins. It has made you strong.
Need to sleep.
So I guess I could feed upon you if I wanted to, but I think we're going to try and stay our hunger for as long as possible. There's one more thing I want to check, though, with the Better Vampires. There is something to where you can have potions, actually. Here we go. Blood potions. So, blood potions essentially are healing.
Command, and you will reap the rewards.
What is this? Okay, that just closes the gate.
And I can offer you only.
It is dark as sin in here. Jesus Christ. As I was saying, blood potions. They are healing items that are made for the vampires. Essentially what they are is you can use them and they will pretty much heal you with the power of blood. And because I have that ticked on now, that will pretty much deal with my hunger if I ever want to, you know, decrease the weakness of the sun or anything like that.
Mortals aren't allowed to freely roam the castle. Not even you.
You do know I'm not a
Find
mortal
Lord
anymore.
Hearken at once and ask him to please correct the situation. Mortals aren't allowed to freely
Wait,
roam
am I
the
not a
castle.
vampire?
Even you. Find Lord at once and ask him to please correct the situation.
This is a problem if I'm not a vampire.
You seem to have lost the gift that Lord gave you. I suggest you tell him.
Huh.
I have kept my end of the bargain. Now I expect you to keep yours.
This may be a problem. I don't know if they recognize me as a vampire with my custom race. Huh.
Mortals aren't allowed
Alright, well, you know what?
to freely pass. Not even you. Find
Yo! Okay, so we have a problem here. We have a big problem. So
Bother someone else.
this is so weird. Like, alright, so this is our vampire vision. So, I guess they don't recognize me as a vampire. I don't know if it's because I'm...
You'll be a welcome addition to the court, I'm sure. If I may, let me offer you a piece of advice. Be careful who you trust. Not Orthiolf, for example. Keep that in mind, will you? He claims to serve Lord. His ambition will justify any actions. Put your faith in him, and you will regret it, I promise you.
I don't know. That was a bit weird. This is really dark for some reason. Let me see if it's just overall brightness in the castle. Maybe the castle is just actually dark. Yeah, that was weird. They did not recognize me as a vampire until I took the vampire lord form. Really? You stupid dog? Are we good now?
Yes, yes. Aren't you lovely looking like that? Do you mind?
Well, I mean, let's see if you'll talk to me when I revert back.
Ancestors guide you.
Because that was a problem. You wouldn't actually talk to me when I reverted back. So, you know. There we go.
Mortals aren't allowed to freely roam the castle.
Yeah, okay.
Not even you.
So I have to be a vampire.
Find Lord Hearken at once.
Okay.
Ask him to please.
Alright.
Yes, yes. Lord Hearken. Remember your place. Now, what is our Lord's wish? Well, well. He wants the chalice, then. You've heard of the Bloodstone Chalice? It is a rather well-kept secret. The chalice has been in Lord Harkon's possession for quite some time now. It is, when used properly, able to increase the potency of our powers. He has neglected using it for ages. If he wants it filled now, then grander things are afoot. This is good. Follow me. I'll take you to it.
Okay.
Lord Harkon has never cared to
I'll follow you in just a second.
relying on his more than adequate powers.
Oh, what is it?
This
Okay.
is an intriguing...
Whoops. I want to revert back to human form. I guess I'd imagine while I'm here in the castle, I have to keep my vampire form.
I need to fetch the bloodstone chalice.
The chalice? Why?
What you up to?
Yeah, I don't know if it's simply because do I have my lantern? I could have sworn I had my lantern. There we go.
Lord Harkon's orders, Orthiolf. Calm yourself. Up here has been ordered to fill the chalice.
Really?
Indeed. She's off to Redwater Den.
Well then, best of luck to you.
Vingalmo and Orthiolf are Harkon's primary advisors. I'm sure they're quite surprised to learn that you're taking the chalice.
I don't think they approve, but
And here we are. Now, this chalice needs to be filled directly from the blood spring that is the source of Redwater Den. But that's not enough. Once that's done, the blood of a powerful vampire needs to be added to it. Keep in mind that Redwater Den has fallen into, well, let's just say less reputable members of society now dwell there. It's your choice whether to attempt to deal with them or force your way through. Hurry back. You don't want to keep Lord Harkon waiting.
okay.
Awkward for you.
So
Mortals aren't allowed to freely castle. Not
The feast never ends. here
Find
in
Lord
Castle
Harkon at
Volkihar.
once.
yeah, unfortunately, I guess we're still until we take the vampire lord form, we're not really recognized
Oh,
as
what is it?
a vampire, which is, I don't know if that's normal or not. I can't say 100% certain that's normal. If it is normal, that's pretty dumb. I don't want to be walking around as a vampire lord within the castle all the time, but in any case, we'll see what happens. Yeah, it's still daytime. I'll save it here and see how much damage I take in terms of sunlight. I hope it's not too much, even though I'm just now a vampire. If it becomes a point to where I have to always play at night, I may take sort of like a daywalker type thing to where I don't take health damage, but I lose health regen, and you know, I get magic and stamina over time or something like that. I'll try and balance it out as best way as possible, because I think it might get a little annoying in terms of editing. But I don't know. We'll see how much that affects us. I wonder though. Alright, am I missing a companion? Oh no, it's just you two, right?
Everyone back home is doing.
Or you, technically I guess you three, you're still under the effect of the Koto Matsukami. I wonder if Lydia can be turned into a vampire. That's definitely something I might invest in later on. Anyway, our goal is to head over towards Redwater Springs, which is actually close to my mansion, of all things. Huh. Okay. So that's not too far of a walk. We can actually fast travel from the mansion over to the den. So let's go ahead and do that now. Okay, there we go. I was missing a companion, Hungar. I don't know where he was, over by the mansion. But regardless, it doesn't matter. We are here at the Azura's Dawn Mansion. I actually showed this off in a previous mods video. It's a nice mansion. It pretty much gives you everything you need. Has plenty of space, plenty of bedrooms, for those who wish to kind of dwell up in that. Why? That was a weird hot spring. Anyway, We are heading towards the, I think it's Redwater? Yeah, Wetwater Springs, which isn't actually too far from here, surprisingly. I'll definitely dabble with the vampire lore stuff. I mean, obviously I can't use it within town and stuff like that, but I think it'd definitely be interesting to see how well the vampire powers stack up with the Uchiha stuff. I think it should be an interesting blend of techniques. There we go. Wetwater discovered. Vampire's thrall.
Need something?
Okay.
Until next time.
So I guess if we was it a vampire lord, I guess they can sense that we're vampires as well. Anyway. Let's head inside the den. Now I'm not exactly sure what to expect down here.
Hold it. If you're going downstairs, you keep your weapons to yourself, or we'll be getting better acquainted. Head on in, and behave yourself.
Need to hunt again soon.
Yeah, well, that same goes to you. You have no idea of the bullshit that I have been through today, sir, so...
Go on downstairs. You're bothering me.
Anyway.
First,
Oh,
always the
you
best.
seem tense. Join a booth and relax a bit. Or did you need another fix? The secret is our mystic Redwater Spring. The magic in the waters opens the mind to experience skooma in a way like never before.
Yeah. I'm gonna judge by the fucking people coughing that your skooma does something weird.
We'll strike out on our own.
I guess he's busy dying. Is why he doesn't want to talk to me.
What? Who? You're that one from Helgen. Barely made it out of there myself. I hurt my back and I just need something for the pain.
Huh. Interesting. Anyway. Let's see.
You seem tense.
Wait, where am I?
Join a booth and relax a bit. Or did you need another fix?
I actually need to find a way through here, I guess. I don't think that... What, is it through this door? You. Can you open the door?
Need something? Alright then.
Huh. I guess I gotta open this gate somehow. Shit. There we go.
Over here. The tray is here.
I tried to do that peacefully, by the way.
Feed again today.
Thought I heard something.
We may feed again today.
I'm pretty sure there was a peaceful solution to doing this, but, you know, I couldn't find it. Let's see. you guys made it here a lot faster than I did. There we go. What was that? Take the bloodstone chalice to Redwater Springs. Okay, so I guess I just gotta take it there and fill it up. Can I not use any of the other vampire stuff? I guess vampire seduction. Creatures and people will fight for 10 seconds. This power can also be used to mesmerize and feed upon victims you sneak upon. Upon recovering, your victim won't be able to reduce again for a short time. Reanimate a powerful dead body to be your servant for 4 minutes. Okay. Alright, so I guess as you resist the urge to feed, you'll get more vampire powers. Let's actually try this one out.
Thought I heard something.
What in the...
The hell did I just do? Staring vampire. Your vampirism lead into strength. Unarmed strikes do 13.5 additional damage. Sharding gun upkeep. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Alright, we'll try use another power. 'Cause I don't think that worked. Anyway, we can raise this guy. There we go.
Maybe the clans have it right. Hunting so chancy. Why not keep a few thralls? Blood whenever you want it.
Okay, that was poison. So my main concern now is, I wonder if I don't know, because I think with the Uchiha clan you get a resistance towards fire, but with the vampirism you kind of, you have a weakness to fire, so I wonder if those two negate each other. I don't know, should definitely be interesting. Let's see, nothing of here of use. Seems like someone's already been here before me. Probably the vampires. Huh, that actually does make sense. Alright, so now we're actually here at Redwater Spring. Let's see. I wonder if wait, I don't have the, thought I had these favored. There we go. I wonder just who's all resistant to the Koto Matsukami, if like boss type characters are.
Look, a cave. Wonder what's inside.
'Cause I mean, I'd imagine there has to be some restrictions on it, right? Otherwise, it would be way too powerful.
You dare defy me?
Where the hell did you come from? Oh, wow. Okay. That was the dealer from upstairs. I guess she just happened to follow us.
Still always hungry.
The smell of blood excites you. I wonder if we're gaining more powers based on not feeding that quickly. I don't know. Oh, nice. We still have Izanagi.
To hunt. All this hiding and skulking around. Ugh.
So why don't you just drink the blood from the spring? I mean, that seems easier than running a skooma den.
The boss said it's some sort of profaned spring. It looks like blood, but it's not the real thing. Drinking it gives you strength, but it also gets you pretty messed up. That's why we thought of putting it in the skooma.
So they're using the blood water or whatever it is to make their skooma. She mentioned it earlier too, but I guess that's kind of why they're using it, because it gives you the same power as drinking blood, but I guess maybe you don't get any of the side effects of it. Let's see if we can kind of get a... Oh, Lydia, you almost got blasted.
Won't hide down here forever. Gather a few of the brethren. Strike out on our own.
Is someone there? Heard something.
Oh! Oh no. Oh, you've got to be shitting me. Awesome. Okay, well. I fell through a trap door, but I also lived. So we're not going to talk about it. Your item has insufficient. Oh, okay, my blade finally ran out of charge. So we're not going to talk about any of that. Black soul gem. There we go. Nothing of real use. Let's see.
Got bard song stuck in my head. Get out! Get out!
Just trying to gain my bearings here. The smell of blood excites you. I wonder if that's just like kind of like a signifier to let you know there's people nearby. Let's see if I had to guess. Probably this way.
Blood. So hungry all the time now. Need to hunt again soon.
So that opens this gate. And I think, okay, cool. So that opened the other gate as well. I don't see anyone. Of course, this dumbass hit the alarm, so if there was people here. Death hounds. Yeah, I'd imagine you can't really feast on the hounds. The hell? Dude came out of nowhere. Invisibility. Sleep coffin. Okay.
There you are.
Oh, lady, you should have stayed asleep. Alchemy lab. Ingredients: resist frost, restore magic. So I guess you just kind of like experiment with things here, or obviously you can experiment with things here. Create a potion of resist magic. Cool.
It smells like death.
Alchemy is definitely something I want to do in maybe like a separate playthrough. Just kind of like learn a little bit more of like what works, what doesn't, stuff like that. I think that would be an interesting character to do. Is someone who kind of uses alchemy potions and things like that. That is totally a trap.
Hey, look, okay?
Motherfucker! Alright. 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 That one almost killed me. I don't see the pressure plates. That's the problem. Okay, well, that was... That was invigorating. Probably completely pointless too.
Someone there?
Never should have come here.
My character really does love chopping off heads. Let's try the Vampire Lord form.
I won't hide down ever.
I just kind of want to test it in battle. Let's see. There's probably a key I could have picked up, but at least with this, I'll increase my lock picking. I'm not even getting anywhere close. Okay, so there we go. It's around that area. So... oh, come on. There we go.
First kill is always the best. The blood has never tasted as sweet.
So this is the quote-unquote blood water they was using.
It's really too bad, you know. The little accident you had here. Completely unexpected.
Yeah, too bad. Lord Harkon's new favorite. Dead so soon after joining the family.
We're just lucky I was here to return the chalice to Vingalmo so we could make sure Harkon was back.
Down and down.
Yeah, okay.
I'm on your side.
Yep, you sure are right. I am so sorry, Lydia.
I really enjoyed my studies at the temple. The deacons encouraged us to learn about the world.
Ray's dead.
Right, Beth. Serve Lord Dawnguard.
Blood. So hungry all the time now. Need to hunt again soon.
Interesting. Yeah, I think the Vampire Lord's power is definitely something to play around with. I don't know how often I'll use it, but it is definitely interesting. Huh, I have way too many followers. Ah, okay. So I guess you could have came around here and did all that. Damn, literally everyone in here is dead. Ooh, yeah, everyone is dead. You know, that wasn't my intention to come in here and kill everyone, but I guess pickpocketing that door. I want to take that.
I won't hide down here forever.
Hi.
Hi. Yes? Hi.
Okay, well, you obviously didn't see anything. Or you just bloody don't care. In any case, that was...
Yes? All right, then.
That wasn't too bad. Could have been worse. Definitely could have been worse. So I guess we can head back to Harkon and pretty much let him know that we filled the chalice with blood. It's so weird that the castle's like literally right off the outskirts of... well, I guess it's kind of away from any major holds other than Solitude. You would think that someone with Solitude would, you know, adventure out here in this area. I don't know. That's just me putting the logic into Skyrim, and that's really not a good idea. Your vampire blood leaks into daylight. The blood from the last feeding is almost completely gone. Okay. Vampire server is available for use. Your bloodlust is almost unbearable. Alright, let's kind of see what we're going on here. Major weakness is sunlight. Health is stem does not recover while in direct sunlight, reduced by 8 to 40 points. Magic recovery is greatly reduced. Attack and movement speed are reduced. Okay. So, I guess health isn't being reduced right now. It's just my, my overall stamina and health is reduced, which is fine. Magic is really this character's strong suit. Granted, I'm pretty good at one-handed combat as well, so I think I should be alright. I wonder why it's listing like things twice. That's kind of weird. Weakness to fire, negative 60%. Awesome. Let's see. I don't think I have any more vampire powers for now anyway. There we go. Detect life and shadow. And burst ability for 20 to 40 seconds. You can interact with the world and attack while made invisible. Oh, wow. That's actually pretty powerful. You can dominate a person's mind for 2 to 10 minutes. It can use blood points while active. If the health is never exceed their own, they might resist an attack. You recharge 5 times. Okay, so never mind. I was wrong. Actually got 2 new ones. Domination, seduction, or 3 new ones. Domination, seduction, and detect life and shadow. So yeah, it seems like the more you don't feed, the stronger you become. But the more you, I guess, kind of have that weakness to sunlight. I wonder if my facial features will change because I'm not a
So much different than I had.
Yeah, my facial features still look the same. So it's not like I'm succumbing to any of the looks of being a vampire. So I don't know how regular people will react towards me once I hit like a major town or something. So I'd imagine I'm gonna have to go to town at some point. But anyway, it's been about an hour for this part. That's usually when I cut the video, and that's gonna be no different here. Next time we upload a new part, we will talk to Harkin, turn in the chalice, and see what he wants us to do next. I figured that would probably be better instead of like starting a part and then ending it while we're about to start another mission or anything like that. So, as always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.